Hey everyone, it is Get in the Car F1 back for a Austria Grand Prix preview for the 2022 season. I'm Ian, I'm with Cole,
What up? What up?
and uh, no break. It's gonna be just a 1 week or next weekend kind of deal. We got Austria, the Red Bull Ring. It's been the circuit for the Austria Grand Prix since 2014 through present time. First held in 1963, and it is a shorter uh, length circuit, 2.68 miles. So therefore, there's 71 laps. And it's not too crazy. Doesn't look like a ton of turns, but yeah, just a little smaller circuit with a big straight that I see, big long one
How many
in the
DRS zones does it have? I can see
I can't see, but it looks
two.
like
Two of them.
it looks like it's like the first sector uh, got like a big long straight.
Dang, I think they only have 10 turns on this thing. That is not a lot of turns. I bet it's pretty fast paced on those two little straights, or
Hmm.
actually three, four even. Yeah, I bet it's a pretty fast paced one. But I don't know. I haven't watched an Austrian one yet though. But man, I mean, it's gonna be an interesting one. It looks like the Bulls and the Ferraris might be back duking it out at the top for a little bit. The Ferrari didn't die. Nothing happened. Maybe that can keep happening.
Yeah,
Red Bull had a tough, tough little weekend and managed to scrounge up decent points in Silverstone, but you know, it's like we've been saying, it's just going to come down to consistency and putting together race wins in a row. And Red
yeah.
Bull's got to be careful. They can't let that scale slip too much. They didn't do well at the beginning, so their little streak in the middle needs to get back on track, or they're in danger really quickly again.
Yeah, for the first time, I'd say it looked like Mercedes actually had the pace. It wasn't enough to like really give Hamilton a chance to win, but I mean there were some minor things they could have done better. I feel like they held off on his pit stop when he had the lead a little too long, because there was
Mhm.
like an 18.5 second gap, and then they kind of let it got like shaved down by a second, and every second matters when they finally called them into the pit, and their pit stop was kind of slow. It was like 3.5 seconds or something.
Yeah,
So
uncharacteristic for sure.
it's just little things like that. But the car itself and the driving by Hamilton, it'll look like they're back in a way. Like
Yep,
they can at least challenge you to
I
do
can
your
agree.
best
I
if
can
you're a
agree.
top team.
They definitely look like they have way more racing potential at Silverstone. We do have
Hmm.
to remember that Silverstone is their home track, so they
Yeah.
might have a bit of an advantage. I'm sure they do testing and stuff there, so that might help them a lot. But we'll see. But I do agree, and I think we've been talking about it for the past couple weeks. Is just kind of the uptick at Mercedes. It's gradual, but they're on an upward trend, which is all you want to be, I
and
think.
and we didn't even get to see George race because
I was
obviously there
gonna
was the
say
the crash. So,
I was
but
pretty disappointed not to see George race because I think that would have been fun. The double duo up there would have been pretty fun to watch as well.
I might have cursed him. I think in the last preview I said this was gonna be. Well, I didn't say he would DNF, but I said this would be the first time he doesn't finish top five, and a
Yep.
DNF caused that
I
obviously.
also
But
called the Max DNF and he didn't DNF, but he
had an issue. Yeah.
had a big issue. So, yeah, maybe we have powers. Who knows? We'll see.
But yeah, I mean, it's funny how it goes with like Mercedes dominating for what 7 years in a row or something, and now when like the first season they're not the top dog, I'm like kind of rooting for them because it's just more interesting when another team gets in the mix, you know?
Absolutely. No, I agree. All I want is the drama. It's a soap opera with cars going
Yeah, very fast.
250 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Like, it's that's what it is, but it's fun. Super fun.
Yeah, it makes it more
I
fun
agree.
for us. Like, if
Yeah,
we were
bring
just
them
talking
all
about
in.
Red Bull and Ferrari for the rest of the season, we'd get pretty bored. But now we're
Yeah.
like, oh, Lewis isn't just rolling over. George has been racing well, and like, if you're not on top of your game, they could steal a race win from you. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah. But
Uh, talk
Austria,
about the midfield a little bit.
yeah, this is obviously Red Bull's home race, I'd say, home Grand Prix, because
Yes,
for all
definitely.
that you don't know, Red Bull is an Austrian company. At least the drink.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure the racing division is as well, but everyone's headquartered in like the UK, so whatever. But I'm gonna say home race for them, so I'm expecting
Definitely
them to
home
bring
race.
it.
A lot of Red Bull fans, I expect. A lot of
Yeah.
Max fans. And similar to what, Mercedes, how good they were at their place, I'm willing to bet Red Bull has good ideas on how to make sure they're very good at their own place as well. So
Their
should be
backyard,
interesting.
so to speak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see how AlphaTauri does. Wonder how much info Red Bull shares with the AlphaTauri little sister boys.
Yeah. I'm sure
Um,
every team wants a cleaner turn one than Silverstone. Yeah.
Certainly. That was the dirtiest one for sure this year. Man,
Yeah.
I'm just trying to take a look at this midfield from that last race, and Ricardo got 13th and Lando got 6th. Dude,
What do we say, dude? Danny Rick loves 13th.
Danny Rick, what is the deal in 13th, my guy?
It's like we've already said, he's just so irrelevant. Like they don't even
Dude,
talk about him.
Latifi finished ahead of him. Oh my goodness.
That's
Okay, yeah,
embarrassing.
this guy's irrelevant. Wow.
I
All right,
mean,
we should just stop talking about him, bro.
yeah, if the casters aren't gonna talk about him during the race, then why should we? I
Yeah,
just think he's gone after this season, like 100%.
yeah. I don't know what else you can do. He's washed. How sad. Great personality, but you're not racing well, buddy, and that's your main job.
Oh yeah, great guy, but talking about the sport, like he looks cooked. He
Yeah.
he doesn't have like the fire anymore.
No.
Um,
No, I agree.
yeah, and I want to talk about Romeo because I've taken even a more or like a greater liking to them now that Guanyo has had a chance to show what he can do. Not at Silverstone, of course, but in Canada. And yeah, I'm going to start calling him the Chinese Prince. And I just find the team a little interesting because they're 16 points behind Alpine in the constructors for fifth place. And like, how crazy would it be for Alpine if they somehow flopped it to Romeo? Like,
I mean, I can see it. Alpine sure as have like again, not a team talked about very much on the broadcast, but a team that seems to be consistently struggling with reliability issues, I guess.
yeah, and top 10
Best way to put it.
results. Yeah.
Yeah, just a lot of times that pink and blue car is stopped on the side of the road or just not able to push as hard as it thinks it should be. So,
I don't know their
pretty
team
interesting.
principal's name, but there's a great shot after Ocon pulls over with his dead car and the team principal's like face palming.
Ugh,
Uh, and I'm like, yeah, that for all those Alpine fans, that must be how they all feel. I don't know
100%.
how else you could feel. But yeah, I mean, uh, as like and the other thing is you would think McLaren would have like fourth sewn up, but they really don't. They're only on 73 points in constructors. They're six ahead of Alpine. Like
Mm,
it's all on Lando. he has to
Yeah.
finish well for them to get any points because you know Danny Rick isn't getting a top 10 finish unless it's like a full moon or something, you know. The stipulations for him to get a top 10 are are rough.
Yeah. Yeah. Most definitely, man. That dude is just a dead horse at the moment. And I mean, there's nothing to say about Aston Martin. They're still just in the same position they've been, just middling.
Yeah.
Williams still bottom barrel. I hope Albon, although he hasn't had too many great races as of late, I hope Albon is moved to a better team sometime soon. I think that dude could really make a mark. That dude's kind of a stud, in my
Yeah.
opinion. Um,
Obviously unlucky because he was a part of the wreck, but
he went to the hospital too.
yeah, they
He's
had to
okay.
check him out. Yeah, both. It is crazy that Guan Yu was checked out in like an hour, and
Yeah,
even showed up back at the venue, um,
yeah.
before the race was over. Like, bless the Halo. But yeah, off that race, Haas overtook Aston Martin. Aston Martin is very bad.
That's huge, man.
People
I
clown Haas for being bad. Talk about Aston Martin, dude. They're
true,
super bad.
true. Yeah, honestly, let's take all the Haas hate away and move it towards them soon.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, same thing I said in Silverstone for them, really. Just good stuff. Keep on the upward trend. You know, you ain't gonna be winning races, but put yourself in the best position to get the best you can get out of every race. And I think eighth and 10th is realistic finishes for them every week. It is what I was expecting a lot this season. We haven't seen it too much, so
Yeah.
just like, build off this, get the consistency and start winning. Start winning more.
Whatever Mick did, just do that again.
Eat
Defy
whatever you ate for breakfast, Mick. I need you to eat it again, dude. You were a monster. He was really, really good.
defy Gunter's wishes. I think Gunter has had him like racing scared, you know, because he's like, we can't afford another crash and blah 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 blah. It's like, nah, just go for it.
Just send it.
You're probably gonna leave anyways. Just go for
You're
it.
Mick effing Schumacher, bro. Just send it, bro. You're fine.
Yeah, might as
Yep.
well.
I didn't really have a keen eye on Magnussen. I don't think he got shown very much, but hey, 10th place, what's wrong with that? Glad he didn't get caught up with Lewis or someone break his wing again. That seems to be his issue lately.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'll
but
take
yeah,
any
man.
points you can.
I mean, excited for Austria. I think we can. I'm down to do. Let's
Oh
do our
yeah,
predictions if you're down. But
predictions.
just one last point. I think Red Bull will be pretty strong this weekend.
Yeah, I mean it might be boring, but I'm going for a max win. Uh,
Yeah, I think that's a good call.
you know what? I'll go for the Red Bull one too. Put Paris second, and I actually put Signs third.
I like that. I like that. I think that's a very realistic one. I'll go a
Yeah,
little unrealistic.
yeah, go for
Um,
the spicy one.
I'll go I'll go signs. Back to backs it.
Damn.
Back to backs it. Then I'll go Verstappen, who just gets simply outclassed by his ex Toro
Ooh,
Rosso teammate Carlos Sainz. And
damn.
then I'll give it to Leclerc, who holds out the Mexican demon. The
Checo.
Monegasque takes third. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go with. So Carlos, who would I say?
You're going
uh,
Carlos, Max, and
Carlos,
then
Max,
Charles.
Charles. Yep, yep, yep,
All
yep.
right.
For it.
If at any point if one of us gets all three right, we'll acknowledge it next time. But I don't think we ever have.
No, I
But
don't think we ever have either.
yeah, if we ever do that, we'll point it out for sure.
If mine's right this week, I don't know. I'm gonna open a GoFundMe or something. Y'all owe me money.
All right. Well, uh, yeah. I mean, we've begun the European run of races. This is like the second of 7 in a row. So yeah, we'll see you guys after this one for
Oh, I
France,
can
I
tell you.
think.
I can tell you.
Not France. Spa?
Nope, you're right. France.
France next. Okay. Bet. See you guys
Peace.
around then. Bye.